Hi, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your October 2023 money and career reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. And if you would like a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com, which is also linked in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what the tarot has to say, Leo. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly, guide this reading. Ooh. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Interesting. Okay, just know, Leo, that right now we have to work on our patience, which we can find very, very annoying. But with the Seven of Pentacles reversed, we are going to be looking at things and wanting to push it forward in a way where Spirit is saying, "Hey, step back, slow down, let's look at this." And we're like, "No, I don't want to slow down. I want to push this forward. I want to get to my end goal." And so, just be aware of this. The Spirit's saying, "Slow it down, slow it down." All right. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is tranquility. This is embracing our calm, our peace, our tranquility. This is really saying that calm and peace are intrinsically important to us during this time, and especially for our financial success. If we are all chaotic, we are going to see that really manifesting and radiating itself into our waking world, which can be the exact opposite, which it not can be, which is the exact opposite of what we want. So just be aware of this during this time to really focus on our tranquility, things that bring us peace, slowing things down, stabilizing things is going to be very important. Let's see what we have to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is the Nine of Cups reversed. Okay. So we can have a little bit of a difficulty celebrating our wins. Why? Because again, we have that energy coming up of needing to push things forward, always going next step, next step, next step type of thing. And Spirit is saying here, slow it down and focus on your wins. Slow it down and connect and celebrate. We can also have a tendency to want to hold on to certain things, like it's like pull everything really, really close to you and not let it go. And Spirit's like, no, don't do that. That's going to be, or we're also working with somebody who has a tendency to gatekeep, who has a tendency to hide things or to not be fully honest with us or honest with the situation. And we're like, what the heck? So then we'll find that we're kind of copying that same behavior because they're being rude and manipulative. And so we're going to sit there and be like, well, why should I share with you? You shouldn't share with them necessarily. You don't have to, right? But also, we don't want that to like seep into our day to day. And it really can. It really can kind of bring us down, lower our energy vibration, make us feel stressed, make us feel overwhelmed. And this is a time where we are crowned with temperance. Now, temperance is Sagittarius energy. That's a time frame of November 2nd to December 21st. This is balance. This is harmony. This is things coming together, especially what we love, especially what we desire within our lives. We are going to see when it comes to money, when it comes to career, we're being a lot more balanced, a lot more logical, a lot more insightful with ourselves. How do I want to move forward? Where do I need to be for myself? What is it that I'm looking for? What is it that I want in my life? And we're finding that there's a balance to things, that we need a work home life balance, a work, goal balance. And that is going to be very important during this time. We can also find that the Sagittarius time period, the time period again, November 22nd to December 21st, that's a goal that we're working towards. We're working towards that time frame. We're working towards moving things forward. We're working towards really achieving and succeeding in that powerful way. And it comes through balance, it comes through harmony, it comes through that tranquility energy that we can think, oh, that's not important. And yet Spirit is saying here, hey, listen, your tranquility, super, super, super important to you. With the Page of Swords reversed, there's an air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, that can be rather toxic, rather immature that we're dealing with. This can also be somebody who's very much a fantasist, meaning that there's not only an immaturity to them, no matter what their age is, but there is also this sense of making up stories, of not having all their facts, not wanting facts, really rather moving towards a realm of, I'm going to make it up. I say it's true, and therefore it's true. And so Spirit is saying here, be mindful about this. They do not have to be an air sign energy. So we can sit there and say, oh, okay, I don't know an air sign energy, but this can be somebody who has air sign in their chart. This can be somebody who is just very manipulative with words and acts rather childlike with things like, oh, but I didn't know. And, has always been able to kind of weasel their way around or work around kind of with this like doe-eyed innocence, like, oh, I didn't know, it couldn't possibly, I just didn't have the facts. And people will treat them for one reason or another, kind of what kid gloves, like, oh, okay, they're just not as well trained, or they don't have all the information. And this is going to be a time for you where you're finding yourself fighting a battle with them that you have fought before, and you need to be patient because things will balance out. It's all formed here with balance, but we can feel right now that things aren't moving forward the way that we wanted them to, or things aren't as balanced. But just know that it is a lot more balanced than we had thought it was, or we think it is when we're in the midst of everything. So just be aware of this during this time. We also have an energy right now of, I don't want to be a student, right? I don't want to be a student. I don't want to be learning this. I don't want to be, taking these classes, taking these courses, or having to learn something new. And Spirit's saying here that even though we might not want to learn it, it will be very beneficial for us to learn it. And if we kind of step back and step out of our ego, because an upside down, any energy, right? Court energy, it has a lot of ego to it. If we step out of that ego and into ourselves, we become so powerful. We become so prosperous. With the Five of Swords, we are victorious. We are victorious in a battle that we have been fighting before. We fought this battle. We've been through this, and we are going to see ourselves moving forward in prosperity, in success, in bounty, in abundance. There's a real sense also that I can handle what's being thrown my way. I can handle a lot of things that have stressed me out before, a lot of things that have, caused me to stop and doubt myself. Now I'm really looking at things and saying, yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, I can move me forward. Yeah, I got this. And that's going to be a really big deal for us to just see that elevation of self, see that elevation of where we need to be, what we want, what we desire, but also the sense during this time, it's like, I got this and I can achieve. And there's this new confidence that comes to us. Like, we don't need anybody else to bring this to the table. We're bringing it to the table. So just also know that we can be frustrated. We can be like, I'm doing all of this and I'm not feeling recognized. I'm not feeling celebrated. And this is going to be a time where it's like, recognize and celebrate yourself, because as again, we raise that energy vibration, all of a sudden people are going to be like, well done, Leo. And look at this and look at that and look at how you're achieving and look at how you're succeeding. So just be aware of that confidence in yourself, not the ego-based confidence that, not the ego that people confuse as confidence, but that sense of like, yes, I've done this, I've achieved this, I'm strong, I'm powerful. That radiates outward in the most magnificent way. It gets you the bonuses you want, it gets you the, acceleration you want, but it also gets you that prosperity that we all look for in our lives. Now, with the Seven of Coins reversed, we need to be patient. Do we want to be patient? No. Are we going to be super impatient? Yes, that mixed with the upside down Page of Swords energy, somebody who wants instant knowledge, instant everything, that can lead us to making careless mistakes. So just be aware of this during this time. Just also be aware that there can be a person trying to rush things. They know that they're rushing things, they know that they're asking the impossible, but they want everything done yesterday. And we can feel that, like, it's just an imbalance of, you know, of patience, of expectations. So just be aware of this during this time. Don't rush, because what's going to happen is you're going to have to redo everything. You're going to have to kind of like start at the beginning, look at everything again, because there'll be little silly mistakes. You'll also be looking at things where people have little silly mistakes. So certain things where you think, well, they couldn't have messed up here. It's like, yes, they could. Yes, they absolutely could. So just be aware of this during this time. Look at things from the beginning and kind of work your way backwards. If you're finding that there are errors in things, that's going to be very, very, very beneficial for you. But also the sense of this urgency, like I need it all done yesterday. Spirit's like, step back and be patient with yourself. Be patient with the energy around you. There can be an urgency to things, but if you embrace patience, which I know we don't love to do, my mom always calls it the P word, and I think it's so funny. Or she's like, oh my gosh, patience, it's terrible. But she used to always pray for patience when I was little. And I was like, why are you praying for that if you don't like it? With the Five of Swords, we're going to find that we're victorious. We might want everything instantaneously, but we also need to know that if we embrace our patience, if we embrace, our our own ability, all of a sudden everything opens to us. So just be aware of this. We can feel like it's taking forever, but in the scheme of things, it's really not. Then we move to the Six of Coins reverse. There is something here that's out of balance. We can feel that. There could be back pay that is owed that will come. There can be a sense of a power imbalance, but you're going to see certain things here with temperance crowning everything, certain things that have been unbalanced, certain things where we have felt like, how do I move forward in this energy? How do I get to where I need to be? Start to come into alignment, start to move us forward in a way that we hadn't expected. What was once out of balance is now going to be in balance for us. And we're going to see that certain things that just felt overwhelming, we are going to be victorious in. And this is going to be a month of really aligning, kind of like the toy soldiers all in a row to be able to move forward the way that you need them to. It's kind of like the dominoes, also aligning it in the row so that when you hit the dominoes, they all fall down and you have that satisfaction. This is going to be a time of building towards that satisfaction, building towards the win, building towards the harmonizing, building towards what you need, what you want, and where you really desire being. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of during this time is the Death card reversed. Now, this is Scorpio energy, a time frame of October 23rd to November 21st. This can be a time where kind of like we expected things to be further along than they were, but this is also going to be a time where we see certain secrets, certain whispers, certain, like, people can get a little bit like gossipy during this time. Don't get pulled into it. And when Spirit says, like, we thought that things would be further along, we can find that somebody, this Page of Swords energy, this kind of gossipy, manipulative, very not based in facts, not grounded energy, wants to whisper lies, pull us off track, make us doubt ourselves. And Spirit is saying, that's not something that you haven't faced before, right? You've been through this before. And there's a strength to you, there's a power to you, there's a determination to you that's going to lead you forward in a way that is absolutely needed and absolutely beneficial. And this is going to be a time where you step into that Scorpio energy, right? The last half of October. And there can be a little bit of a test, right? And then all of a sudden, what you love, your passion, your heart really starts to shine forward, and it just eradicates the darkness. So be aware of that. With our subconscious, spirit message, it's abundance. Leo, you are meant to be abundant. Now, does that mean that we are all meant to live in palaces? No, because if we all were, they wouldn't mean anything. But it means that we are to be abundant of spirit, abundant in prosperity, abundant in our connection with ourselves and what we love and what we need and what we want within our lives. And that this is a time to look at ourselves and see abundance. This is a time to know that we were born to live in abundance, to feed that energy vibration of the good energy, of the raising of our vibrational sphere, and move us forward in wealth and prosperity. It brings us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Emperor reverse. Now, this is Aries energy. This is a time frame of March 21st to April 19th. And this is also controlling manipulative energy that can be around a patriarchal figure, a father figure, or somebody who thought that they had severe control over things. This can also be a person who's a little bit of a tyrant, and that tyrant is very immature and doesn't have a good grasp on reality. I'm seeing these two quite linked. So you're being freed from that energy during this time, something that was completely out of balance. You are going to find balance and harmony, move you towards, a harmonized prosperity to move forward in. And this is going to be a time where you can look at things and it can be just like, oh, I'm so frustrated. It's so like the blessings haven't been brought to the table. And spirit's like, oh no, but the blessings have been brought to the table, Leo. They happen. We have to slow down. We have to slow down. And it's time to start kind of like looking at the bright side. I know that sounds so corny to say and so easy to say when we're frustrated and overwhelmed. It can feel like, no, that's just not it. But spirit is really saying here, look at what you have achieved and start praising yourself. Start raising that energy vibration, because you are moving forward in power that nobody will take away from you. And this is a time where the prosperity, like, be patient, because the imbalance is going to be fixed. By the end of October, things that we have thought were unfair, unjust, there's going to be kind of retribution, or there's going to be a sense of like, oh, okay, like now now I can move forward. Like I've won. Like, not even I like it, like the spirit is saying I've won, but it's like, this isn't going to be haunting me forever and ever. I am moving forward in success and prosperity. And this was just a blimp in the road. And now I'm moving forward towards such brighter things, such a balance, such a a success that I get to celebrate. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Leo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.